Today we're going to be taking a look at Kodak Colorplus 200. The first version of this film was released in 1972 under the name Kodak Color 2, and now today it is one of the cheapest consumer grade films out there. This film is known for its well-balanced and saturated colors, so I decided to test it out in the Castro, which is the most colorful part in the city, and it was also, during Pride Month, so there was just, rainbows everywhere, so it was a very, nice and colorful day to test this film out. So this is actually a really nice natural looking film while also giving you those warm vintage vibes that everyone just seems to love for some reason. But I did shoot this on a nice bright and sunny day. And if you know me, I usually prefer to shoot, 400 ISO. That's, my go-to ISO. And then I do also like to shoot overexposed as well. But, surprisingly, the 200 ISO on this wasn't a problem at all for me. Especially, kind of like it has been in the past with kind of like Kodak Gold and that stuff. So this is actually, a really nice surprise. Can never resist a gas station. Now, originally, I first tried to buy this film at the beginning of the year, but for like a good month or two, it was just completely sold out everywhere. And I did look into kind of why this was happening, and from what I can remember, it was because an ingredient that they needed to make the film, they just, were having a hard time getting their hands on enough of it. And obviously, you can assume because of COVID, factories were kind of, either shut down or just, slower, capacity working. But, luckily it has been, fixed. Film, you can find it everywhere again. There's not really a sign of it, something's going to happen to this film. But it does kind of make you think, with how popular film has, become again in the recent years, that still it would really only take like one ingredient to just not be made anymore for like your favorite film to be discontinued, which is definitely a scary thought. But I actually really did like this film, which I was completely surprised by, because, in the past with, the cheap 200 grade ISO consumer films, I've just found, the quality of them isn't that great, and the colors aren't, I don't really like the colors that much either. But, I do understand why people love them so much. They are cheap, and if you shoot a lot of film and you don't really care about the quality, those are great, but I kind of, care about the quality of my film, so I don't really, care how much I'm spending for it. I just, want the quality, and, this Colorplus 200 definitely has great quality to it. I actually find the quality of this film better than Ultramax 400, which is what I primarily shoot, and for, that being a highest ISO and, more expensive film, you would not expect it, so now I'm definitely upset that Colorplus 200 does not make a 400 ISO film, and now that I have to go back and shoot, go back to shooting Ultramax 400, now that I think it's a worse quality, so definitely not looking forward to that. But again, I really just did like the colors from this film. I love the tones, and I will definitely be shooting a lot more of this film on, nice, bright, and sunny days.